a white Tesla Model Y hits a wall painted to look like the road. It doesn't break. The impact is captured on video. The footage has now crossed 27 million views across YouTube and social media. The narrative spreads quickly. Tesla's autopilot failed a basic safety test. The camera-only approach Elon Musk champions doesn't work. The person behind the video is Mark Rober, a former NASA engineer and one of YouTube's most respected creators. With over 71 million subscribers, Rober built his reputation on thoughtful engineering experiments and transparent methodology. His videos seem to settle a long-standing debate in the autonomous vehicle industry. Cameras alone aren't sufficient. LiDAR is necessary, but this story has a problem, and it emerges almost immediately.
Ouch!
Welcome back to Tuna No Crust, the largest car TV show news on YouTube. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let's roll. Mark Rober titled his video, "Can you fool a self-driving car?" The question implied Tesla's latest and greatest autonomy system, the world's most advanced self-driving technology, billions in R&D, a decade of Elon Musk's promises. What viewers didn't know until 9 minutes in, Robert wasn't testing Tesla's full self-driving at all. He was testing Autopilot, an older driver assist system designed for highway cruise control, not collision avoidance. It hadn't seen major updates in years. Tesla's own documentation states it is neither designed for complex collision avoidance nor unconventional obstacles. But by then, the hook had set. This wasn't just about cars, this was about ideology. Elon Musk has spent years mocking LiDAR, the laser-based sensor technology used by nearly every other autonomous vehicle company. He called it a fool's errand.
And in cars, it's freaking stupid. It's expensive and unnecessary, and as Andre was saying, once you saw vision, it's worthless.
Cameras alone, he insisted, were sufficient. Not complimentary, sufficient. Rober's video seemed to settle the debate. Cameras fail, lasers succeed, case closed. One problem, the comparison was rigged. Rober's 18-minute video methodically put both vehicles through 6 scenarios, each designed to expose camera weakness. Test 1, quick reflexes. A child-sized mannequin darts into the Tesla's path. Autopilot detects it, brakes engage. The camera system passed. But viewers noted this wasn't the headline. Test 2, blinding glare. The dummy stands amid harsh light simulating a low sun. Again, the camera spotted it. Autopilot stopped. Another pass, but still not the story Rober was selling. Test 3, fog. A thick artificial fog rolls across the test track. The Tesla fails. It plows through the shrouded mannequin without slowing. First blood to LiDAR.
Fudge! Oh!
Test 4, rain. Heavy downpour sheets across the lenses. The Tesla's autopilot struggles in the deluge. Another fail. The narrative shifted. Cameras were exposed as vulnerable. Test 5, nighttime glare. Powerful headlamps simulate oncoming traffic. Surprisingly, the Tesla passed, but the momentum had shifted away from it. Test 6, the Roadrunner wall. The grand finale. The barrier painted to look like the road. The Tesla drives straight through without hesitation. The LiDAR-equipped vehicle, a retrofitted Lexus or Volvo with Luminar's advanced sensors, aced every test. Every single one. The conclusion felt undeniable. Tesla's approach failed half its tests. LiDAR failed none. March 17th, 2025. The video had been live for 2 days when the first eagle-eyed viewers noticed something wrong. They pulled frame-by-frame footage of the wall collision. One specific detail, Tesla's in-car display showed no blue highlighted lane lines, no telltale signs of active autopilot. Screenshots from 1 second before impact confirmed it. Autopilot was disengaged. The Tesla wasn't on autopilot when it hit the wall. The Tesla was traveling 42 miles per hour at impact, but earlier in the test, Rober's own footage showed autopilot speed limits set to 40 miles per hour. Under normal operation, Tesla's autopilot never exceeds its cruise speed without a target vehicle ahead. There was no vehicle ahead. This meant the car was either under manual control or coasting in those final moments. The implication crystallized across Reddit X and Tesla forums. Rober had deliberately allowed or engineered the crash to make it look like autopilot failed. On March 17th, Rober posted 18 seconds of raw dashboard footage to X, Twitter. later. His caption read, "Here's the raw footage of my Tesla going through the wall. Not sure why it disengages 17 frames before hitting the wall, but my feet weren't touching the brake or gas." Translation: autopilot was on, but something mysteriously turned it off 0.56 seconds before impact. His hands were clean, except the raw footage revealed a fatal inconsistency. In the YouTube video, autopilot engaged at 39 miles per hour just before the wall. In the raw footage, autopilot engaged at 42 miles per hour, well before the wall. The videos didn't match. Multiple takes, edited together, different outcomes, spliced into a single narrative. The dramatic crash hadn't been one continuous test. It was cherry-picked from several runs, with the most spectacular failure selected for maximum impact. One commenter on X summarized it bluntly. Mark Rober posted a video ripping Tesla's FSD autopilot. The problem? FSD was never engaged and nothing was on when he crashed into the wall. The whole video was designed to bash Tesla and promote Luminar, a LiDAR company. Viewers began noticing the fingerprints. Throughout the video, Luminar Technologies, the LiDAR company whose sensors powered the winning vehicle, had significant presence. Company logos, employee appearances, the LiDAR system framed as the hero. Initially, Luminar promoted the video on its own website, celebrating their sensor's triumph. But as the controversy erupted and critics pointed out the rigged comparison, Luminar quietly removed the video. The silence spoke volumes. This wasn't an independent test, it was a PR stunt. Brad Templeton, an autonomous vehicle analyst and Forbes columnist, dissected the methodology. Autopilot, he wrote, is an advanced driver assistance system not intended for novel obstacles like a cartoon wall. Rober should have made this clear up front instead of testing an older system against cutting-edge technology in unrealistic scenarios. The conclusion? Apples to oranges. Another criticism emerged, one harder to dismiss. When was the last time you drove and encountered a wall painted to look like the road? The fog tests? Realistic. The rain? Realistic. The mannequin? A proxy for real obstacles. But the painted wall? Pure theater. More entertainment than science. And yet, safety advocates and Tesla skeptics push back against the dismissal. Yes, the video was dramatized. Yes, the comparison was flawed, but the core insight remained valid. Camera-only systems have documented blind spots. Tesla's autopilot has been linked to dozens of crashes, some fatal, prompting federal investigations. Even if the painted wall was absurd, the fog and rain tests weren't. One tech publication noted, the tests highlight some disturbing weaknesses in the autopilot system. Millions of viewers had seen those weaknesses. That fact alone shifted public perception. Tesla said nothing. Elon Musk, typically vocal and combative on X, issued no response, no press release, no legal threat, no rebuke. Some speculated that if Rober had truly defamed Tesla, the company might pursue action. It didn't. Rober also remained silent. No detailed explanation, no apology, no counter-argument. He simply moved on to other projects. For Mark Rober, the consequence was subtle but definitive. Erosion, not of his subscriber count or platform, but of his core brand promise. Trustworthy engineering. The phrase "don't robber it" emerged in some forums as a joke, meaning don't rig your test for drama. A beloved educator had been exposed and viewers noticed. Mark Rober's Tesla crash test didn't expose Tesla, it exposed something far more dangerous: the distance between entertainment and truth on platforms with billions of viewers. Sensational visuals can obscure reality, editing can mislead, context, withheld until the 9th minute, changes everything. When a creator with 70+ million subscribers conducts an experiment for a global audience, methodological honesty isn't optional, it's foundational. Rober built his reputation on this principle, then he compromised it for virality. But the incident sparked something unexpected, genuine conversation, not about whether autopilot is perfect, no one claims it is, but about what autonomous systems can realistically accomplish, about the difference between ADAS and full autonomy, about whether LiDAR, cameras, or hybrid approaches make sense, about the blind spots in all these systems. Regardless of the technology, the scrutiny even nudged Tesla itself. Despite Musk's public rejection of LiDAR, the company quietly added improved radar and other sensors to its vehicles in 2023-2024. The conversation Rober provoked, however flawed its genesis, contributed to that evolution. For science communicators, the takeaway is unforgiving. Being entertaining matters. That's how you reach audiences, but not at the expense of accuracy. Viewers will notice when details don't add up. They will call you out, and trust, once broken, doesn't repair easily. For audiences, the lesson is equally sharp. Critical thinking is non-negotiable. Sensational videos, bold claims, dramatic visuals, they're exciting, but reality is often more complicated than what's been edited for impact. The storyteller matters as much as the story. When Mark Rober painted that wall to look like a road, he created more than a test. He created a mirror, and in that reflection, we saw something uncomfortable. How easily authority can be weaponized when entertainment is the goal. The question, can you fool a self-driving car, had an answer, but the real answer came later, from viewers who'd learned to ask a harder question: can you fool me? Mark Rober's crash test ultimately exposed not just a Tesla, but the fragile line between illuminating an issue and manufacturing one. It challenges everyone who watches, skeptics and believers alike, to pay attention not just to what's being shown, but to who's showing it and why. Because in an age when influencers can shape how millions understand cutting-edge technology, trust is the rarest commodity, and Mark Rober learned the hard way. Once it's shattered, no amount of raw footage can put it back together.